Welcome to Lesson 2 in Unit 20, A Playground for All. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, why do things move on the playground? In this lesson, students plan and carry out an investigation on balanced and unbalanced forces and how net forces cause an object to move or remain at rest. Students figure out that multiple forces act together to affect an object's motion. These forces can be balanced or unbalanced and influence an object's speed and/or direction. Students make connections to the storyline by using balanced and unbalanced forces to design a piece of playground equipment. There are several opportunities for ELA cross-curricular connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 20 Teacher Guide. This lesson will take approximately 3 to 4 days to complete. To begin the engage portion of the lesson, you'll show students the video of children playing on a seesaw and ask them questions about what they observe and wonder about the movement of the playground equipment. You'll revisit the driving question board and highlight questions connected to the learning goals of this lesson by calling attention to questions about why playground equipment moves in the ways it does. For the explore portion, you'll divide students into 6 groups. You'll give each group the materials needed to carry out the seesaw investigation and ask some questions about balanced and unbalanced seesaws. You'll review the instructions of the Seesaw Investigation student journal page and discuss how to set up a fair test. For the explain portion, you'll bring the class together and lead a discussion about students' observations from the investigation. You'll use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, why do things move on a playground? The goal of this class discussion is to analyze student observations and explain why objects move or not based on net balanced and unbalanced forces. You'll use the discussion to create the Lesson 2 summary chart. From the discussion, students should understand that a swing is fun because you need an unbalanced force in order to move it back and forth. A merry-go-round is fun once an unbalanced force causes it to spin. You'll also use the balancing act simulation to introduce key ideas about force, balanced and unbalanced forces, and net force. This is where students will be introduced to the key vocabulary. There is a teacher tutorial available to help you carry out this simulation. During the simulation, you can post and discuss the force, net force, and unbalanced forces vocabulary cards. You'll have students return to the Seesaw Investigation student journal page and add arrows to show the amount of force in their seesaw drawings. For the elaborate portion, you'll place students into their architectural design teams. You'll have them use the architectural design process student journal page and share that they will develop the model for component number 1 in the Designing a Playground component 1 student journal page. They can then use Tinkercad or physical materials to build their model. Students will reference the Designing a Playground component 1 rubric for what to include in their design. During this work, you can post and discuss the criteria vocabulary card. For the evaluate portion, you'll have students use the Wagon Quick Check student journal page. To support student sense-making across the unit, you'll orient them back to the driving question board. You'll ask students, what did we learn about why things move on a playground? And do we have any new questions to add to our driving question board? By the end of this lesson, students will have planned and investigated how balanced and unbalanced forces work to cause playground equipment to move or stop moving. In Lesson 3, students will think about how to get things to move faster on the playground by exploring the relationship between energy and speed. For more information about this unit, visit myscipartners.com.